Overtree Sturgis, Kentucky, is a very bad, dishonest man. There was nothing said about moving into his trailer about anything about rent. I told him I would clean it up the best I could. Well, I was here 2 weeks. I cleaned it up. I made minor repairs. I done about $400 worth of work. You've seen the other photos. Stove is rusted and broke and so bad off, I couldn't do nothing with it. So I covered it up with plastic. I covered this up with plastic. I'm not going to tear the plastic down because I'm not evil. That was black. That was black. I put plastic up there. The refrigerator is black inside. I couldn't do nothing with it. It doesn't work. It's horrible. Thank God for the folks in Union County that donated my money to me. I used my food money and gas money that they gave me to clean this up and repair it. It's literally falling apart. Windows are broke or won't open. This is not revenge. This is letting you know what this trailer is. Now, after I moved in and had it cleaned up and got settled in, even got heat in, got food in, spent all my money, Albie Overtree pulled up and said I had to leave. I said, why? He said he needed some rent. Well, rent was never spoke about. I asked him how much is his rent. He said $150. This trailer has been empty, he said, since March of last year. I believe it's been empty longer than that. It has no power. If you put power to this trailer, it is so old, I believe it will go up in flames. This cardboard on this bunk down because raccoons were coming in. It is mice infested. It is freezing. This was all covered up in trash. There's the cushion to the stool in here. This is gas that poured out of a power saw. This is in the closet. If you smoke, you definitely don't want to move in here because you're liable to blow up. There's no water. The bathroom looks like it did when I moved in. I can't clean it, and there's no point of me cleaning it. I'm glad I didn't. When I moved in here, I didn't clean it out. I'm not able to stand up here and do that. I put plastic up on the windows, and I'm not tearing it down because I'm not evil. Most people would tear it down. Dad caving in. He wants $150 for something that you really can't even use. I put plastic on these windows the best I could. Done some repairs here as much as possible. The floor is weak, needs to be repaired. I am taking my wall plastic right here with me when I go. Now, my point is, he's a very bad man. He's a liar. When I talked to him at a friend's house briefly, he offered the trailer. He said, it's cold down there at the river. He offered me the trailer to stay in. He said I could stay in it until he sold it or he rented it. He has not sold it. He has not rented it. I told him that I didn't get SSI. I have no income at all, and I wouldn't get it. And he says, well, why not? Well, it was too complicated to tell him. And I told him, I said, if I could get it, don't you think I would get it? No, I did not record his conversation that day. I was at a friend's house, and I didn't record their conversation either. But I have no reason to lie. He told this person, he said, take her down there, the trailer's unlocked, let her move in. He drove off before I could get an address. Later, I talked to the sheriff's department because I put a sign, which is my First Amendment right, in the front part of my truck, and I sat up in the middle of Sturgis, Kentucky, saying, come watch me freeze to death. Oh, that alarms people. They don't want to see anybody freeze to death. They'd rather you freeze to death where they can't see it. No, I'm not kidding. So 2 sheriff's deputies come up and said I alarmed them. Oh my. We would not want to shake the tree for the nuts to fall off, would we? So anyway, the nice deputy contacted Albie. You heard that video. And Albie didn't say anything about any rent. Now, I done maybe $500 worth of work on this trailer. Cleaning it, shoveling out trash, repairs. Now, Albie wanted $150 a month for rent. The work I done on this trailer would have paid for at least 3 months or 4 months here for the winter. Now, when I talked to the lady at the sheriff's department, I told her I'd done all that cleanup. She'd take him to court. God is going to take him to court. God is going to take him to court. Now, I did the right thing. I told the truth. I didn't have no money, no income coming in. People give me some money here and there for food and for heat. God bless them. This is Albie Overtree's cornfield. I absolutely believe, because Albie lied to me and lied on me, and he didn't pay me for my labor of cleaning up his trailer and making repairs. I absolutely believe God is going to curse his crops for the next 7 years. And I absolutely believe God is going to curse anybody that has any contact with that man. I'm going to I'm going to call Albie and I'm going to ask him one more time if he's going to let me stay here through the winter. Nobody's going to rent this trailer for the winter. It has no heat, no electricity, no water. If you plug up heat, electricity to this trailer will go up in flames. And if he says, no, I can't stay here for the winter, which I deserve to stay here for the winter, for all the work I done to this place, then I'm putting this on YouTube, because you need to know. And not only that, I believe God's going to get him. He's going to get him hard. He lied to me. He lied on me to the sheriff's department. There was no agreement other than I could stay here. There was nothing said about rent until after I moved in and cleaned it up. He said I could stay here when I was over at the man's house until he rented it out to somebody or sold it. He has not rented it out or sold it. So he lied. He lied several times. You're a bad man. You're a very bad man. And I think you're too old to change. God's going to get you. I believe that. God's going to get you hard. I know you're on a whole lot of medication. I mean, you're on a whole lot of medication. How do I know? How do you think? Albie, you done me wrong. You done me dirty. You know you did. God's going to get you.